anyway, it's May the 1st. I just sat down and wrote my first story of the month. The prompt today is from author Rachel Swearingen. It's a great prompt for leading you through anything that you can't. If you haven't written for a while, this prompt has a great structure so that you don't get lost in the middle. I wrote a story that was not great, but it felt so good to be writing it. And it felt so good to just sort of keep reminding myself in my head that it was okay to write kind of ugly, in that I was writing cliches, I was writing all the things that I would edit out of somebody else's work. She felt and she thought, and it was way too internal, and the cliches were all over the place. But I had a character that I loved, and I wanted to find out what happened when she got to a certain point in the prompt. So I just kept going. And my plan for this month is to write every day in the morning when I am able to, before I do anything else. I'm able to set my own schedule, so that works for me. But before I do any admin for StoryADay, before I do any of these like social media stuff to promote StoryADay and try and convince you to come and join us, I'm going to write my stories, and look what happens. See this? I am not camera ready. The glasses are on, the Coke bottle glasses, the hair's wet and scraped back. Not what one would consider camera ready, but this is what writers look like. This is the writing life. And the face, the smile, the light in my eyes is from just having written. And even though it was not great, it felt good. I hope you'll join us. Come over to StoryADay.org, sign up for the challenge. Even if you're seeing this after the 1st of May, just jump in whenever you are seeing it. Write with us all month. There will be new prompts on the blog every day. Come and leave a comment, let us know that you've written. Join the community. Grab some of this creative energy. This is the 14th year that StoryADay has run. It has been a Writer's Digest 101 Best Websites for Writers pick. We've been around for a while. There are lots of people in there who will give you help and encouragement. And I hope you'll join us, because this kind of feeling, this smile that you get just from writing, even if you're writing something that's not great yet, the practice that you'll build, oh, so good. Anyway, I'm going to do these little updates every day to let you know how I'm getting on, and to encourage you to come over to the blog and write your stories. I wrote for an hour in a writing sprint with the StoryADay Superstars, and I pretty much got to the end of the story. It's not great, it's not pretty, but I have a story now that I can go back to and revise, and maybe it'll never come to anything, and maybe it will come to something, and I'll have fun with it. And maybe you'll see it published in a different version in a magazine someday. Or maybe it'll just sit on my hard drive taking up bytes. You never know. But what I got out of writing this story was this big grin and this sense that, yeah, I can still do this. So I hope you'll join us for that, if nothing else. I'll come over to StoryADay.org for today's prompt from Rachel Swearingen. Tomorrow we have another prompt from another wonderful writer, and throughout the month you'll just get right to the prompts, right to whatever you want to do. If the prompts don't speak to you, write your own stories, set your own rules. Anyway, you've heard me say this stuff before. Come and join us and keep writing.